Hi, Jerome Fryer of Dynamic Disc Designs. I wanted to bring the topic of osteoarthritis into the clinic and to help you explain to patients what it actually means to have spinal osteoarthritis. So now with a dynamic disc, which is this structure here on the front, you can see that there are facet joints. These are the joints that typically can get osteoarthritis. With the newest development of this professional model, I've created a hyaline cartilage. Hyaline cartilage is this coating, right? Protective coating. It's an avascular structure, so it doesn't have any blood vessels, or very, very little, unless there is a fibrillation. Fibrillation is when there's a little bit of a nick, kind of like a divot out of a grassy field, and you can see that there's a little bit of a divot right through this region here. All right, so what happens is often there's a mechanism that kind of initiates the osteoarthritis. So osteoarthritis comes from the word osteo, bone, arthritis, or arthra means joint, which are these joints here, and itis, so inflammation. This inflammation starts very often with a mechanical insult, or something has caused this joint to kind of rub quickly. There's an accelerated force that comes through these joints back here. And what happens is, here's a disc, sometimes it's a disc compression causing the joints to extend and to compress a little bit more. But with this now, you can see that there is right through this edge here, you can see that each model is unique, but you see right through there, that is exposing the underlying bone called the subchondral bone. And now patients can understand the relationship of the disc as it relates to the facet joint. So as disc height loss occurs, shingling or rubbing or friction, however you want to call it, will occur with those inflammatory joints. Sometimes patients will experience some relief when they go into flexion, and there's a little bit of a ouch when they get up out of the chair, because then they go from a flexion to an extent, it's a bit sore, and then it takes a little while for them to straighten up. So now these new models have hyaline cartilage. Hya means glass in Latin, and cartilage, which is this white stuff, is similar to the end of a chicken bone, or any bone for that matter. So anyways, to help you explain to patients what osteoarthritis is, I've developed now a more realistic, detailed facet joint on the posterior elements here, so you can communicate effectively disc height loss, what a degenerative disc actually means as it relates to the facet joint. Okay.